What's going on with y'all? My name is Michael Burnett. I'm the owner of Yahweh's Image, which is a Christian-based clothing brand. And we want to do three things. We want to teach people the Word of God through our clothing. We want people to understand that no matter where they go, anytime they have on one of our products, they have God with them at all times. And we want people to understand that we are made in His image. Today, I'm going to be taking y'all on a little journey of my process of pressing shirts. Now, little disclaimer, my workspace is kind of small. I'm working with what I got, but I just want to document my journey. I want to take y'all along for the ride and show y'all the whole process. So I'm not going to be here too long. Let's get right into it. All right, y'all. So today we're making the design of this hoodie that I got on, but on a t-shirt. So we got this 3-foot by 20-inch vinyl from the recipeworldwide.com. That's high quality vinyl. I mainly use Caesar Easy Weave vinyl, but I wanted to try something different, so we're using this. And this is what the back of the hoodie says. Well, I'm gonna put this on the t-shirt, so this is what the back of the t-shirt is gonna say. But it's the breath of life, just explaining what the name Yahweh means and the important significance of it. And this is the t-shirt that we're using today. It's a simple gilding from jiffyshirts.com. I usually go to another supplier to get my t-shirts, but they got the lowest cost and I'm trying to be cost efficient. So yes. And this the whole little setup and everything that I got. Like I said, it's very small. We're working on more space now, but you know, I gotta make do what I gotta make do. Let's get right into cutting and pressing the shirt. Alright, so this is what it looks like on the mat before I cut it. I know the cutting of the vinyl is kind of off. Like, don't judge me. I'm still getting used to cutting big vinyl, but we're pressing on a medium-sized shirt. So I wanted to make the design a little bit smaller. I usually go with a bigger design on bigger, hoodies or t-shirts, but we're pressing on a medium, so I don't want to make the design too big. So we're gonna get to cutting and then pressing. Okay, so while that's cutting, hopefully it's not too loud. I just want to come on here and just explain to y'all a little bit more about what Yahweh's Image is, how I got started. So basically, I started my walk with Christ back in, I think, March of 2023, which was last year. And like, I was just on fire for God. As soon as I started reading my Bible, I started going to church more. And, I started making videos just talking about God, and I had like a whole bunch of ideas. I still do to this day have a whole bunch of ideas that I still have to release flowing out of me. But I started making videos, which is on my TikTok if you follow my TikTok, and I have some up on my YouTube channel as well. But I started making videos just explaining His word, teaching people, and just really releasing what He told me to release. And then He gave me the idea to start a clothing brand, and I was like, because I never grew up I wasn't never really into fashion like that. I never really cared about having the best designer clothes or whatever. But He told me to start the clothing brand, and at first I was like, okay, because God told me to do something, I'm gonna do it. So the first name that I had for the clothing brand was Made in God's Image, and I wanted like that. What's it called? An acronym. I wanted it to be Miggy. It sounds corny now, but it was MIGI, Made in God's Image. But I don't know. It just wasn't like resonating with me. It wasn't clicking. And then I think it was a video that I seen, or I was just reading, and I learned about the name Yahweh, which is the Hebrew name of God. That's what the people in the Old Testament. That's what they call God. They called him Yahweh because technically that is His real name. And as I've shown you in the design, it means the breath of life, because He breathed life into Adam in Genesis 2. He breathed life into his nostrils. So every single time we take a breath, every single time that we breathe, we're breathing His name. We're breathing in, Yah, out, way. So I thought that was so hard. So I was like, okay, Yahweh. And then I was like, it needs a little bit more to it. So that's when I thought of Yahweh's image, because we're made in God's image. He is the breath of our life, and we are made in his image. Put that together, Yahweh's image. I was like, that's the one. That's it right there. And the design came about. I'm not gonna lie, this logo, it took, I don't know, like I was thinking, I knew exactly, I had it pictured of what I wanted it to be in my head, but when I got the final product, because I designed everything myself. So when I got the final product, I was like, oh my goodness, like this is about to go crazy. So I had a bunch of, like, if I got some pictures, I'll show y'all too. I'll throw it up on the screen. But I had a bunch of corny ideas. Like, all of the ideas that I had for the logo was so corny. It looked like some superhero wrestler kind of logo. But then I just kept, drawing. I kept designing. I kept thinking. And I got this logo. And if you can't tell what it is, it's the name Yahweh, all combined into one. The Y, the W, and the H. You don't need two H's because the H represents the two H's. So, Yahweh. And yeah, so that's how we got started. And I really wanted to make this brand to just literally teach people his word. I wanted to bring his word to life through clothing, because I noticed that throughout the clothing industry, throughout the fashion industry, like, you got a bunch of clothing brands that represents the devil, that, it just brings a negative undertone to fashion and stuff. And I was like, nah, we're gonna bring some light, because as Jesus tells us, I forgot the exact scripture, but he tells us that we are the light of the world. So we have to be the light that comes into this world. Every single time I wear Yahweh's image, one of my products, I know that I'm lighting up the whole room. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I could be at the mall, I could be at the store, I could be, at work. No matter where I'm at, I am that light, because I am wearing a product of God. Now I'm gonna be fully transparent with y'all. I officially started the brand, actually making sales and everything back in September of 2023. And since then, I haven't been making a lot of sales. I haven't been doing, what I thought I was gonna be doing by this time. And it's not to say like, I want y'all to feel bad for me or anything. It's to say that just because it hasn't been, panning out how I thought, does not mean it's not ever going to work, because I'm still going to continue to work every single day. I'm still going to continue to do what God told me to do until this brand is where I want it to be, where God called it to be, and where I know it can be. I'm not, gonna give up. I'm just gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep pushing, because I know that Yahweh's image within the next year is going to be a big brand. I know it's going to be, on people that I couldn't even imagine, on people of status, and I know that it's going to bring that positive energy that I want it to bring, that I dreamed, I envisioned for it to bring. I just want to show y'all the whole journey. I want to take y'all along on this journey from, maybe not from the start, but from where I'm starting. So if you're watching this, I'm glad that you're here for the journey. So we're about almost halfway through with this design. Now, this is the most tedious design because the letters are like small and it's kind of hard to weed the vinyl. So it takes some time to actually weed. And I'm just trying to get better with the weeding because my hands, I got carpal tunnel. So it's not good on my hands because my hands be cramping. They be going numb and all of that. So the weeding process, it takes a little minute, but we get it done. And not only that too, the letters be like coming up as I'm weeding. They be peeling. So I have to like kind of do, I don't know, like I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that everything is nice and in order, because I've had a few shirts that I pressed and like some of the letters, they just would not stick or they were missing, and I had to like panic and do something. Like it was this one t-shirt that I had to do, and I think it was, I forgot which letter, but it was a letter that had came up off the shirt and it would not press. So I had to keep pressing the t-shirt over and over again, but I don't want it to get too hot to ruin the whole t-shirt. So I had to go find a little piece, like torn up piece of vinyl that I had already weeded and place it on the shirt to press it correctly. And yes, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, eventually I'm gonna go to like DTF sheets, but for now we're just gonna rock out with the Cricut. We're gonna rock out with the vinyl because it's been working. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know this is kind of off topic for the video, but I just wanted to also let y'all know about my ebook. I'll leave the link in the description below. It talks about the blessings in obedience and how to escape the life of struggle and live life more abundantly as God intended. Make sure y'all go check it out now. So we got the next design ready to go. This is the front design, the one that says meaning of Yahweh. This design, it takes like forever to cut because it's not even really a lot of words. I don't know, it just takes forever to cut. I wish there was a way to go faster. I know the Cricut got fast mode, but I don't like going fast mode because I like everything to be precise as it can be and, you know, like neat and proper. So I just let it play out. But yeah, as soon as we get this design off the cutter, we're gonna put the next one on the cutter and we're gonna get to weeding the vinyl. All right, y'all, so we finally got this design done. We're about to get ready to weed it, and we're going to take the other design. We're gonna start cutting this. The weeding process for the first design is gonna take a little minute, so I'm not gonna let y'all watch that because y'all would dead seriously be here for like like 30 minutes. So we're gonna let this cut, and then I'll get back to you when I have both of them weeded out. Before I start cutting, that's what the front of the design is gonna look like. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so quick break. The front design is done. This design usually goes fast because there's not much to it. And we got the vinyl off, well, the first layer of vinyl off of this design. This is what it looks like without the vinyl. I'm about to get into weeding the letters because that is the most tedious part, but let's get into it. All right, y'all, so that went a little faster than I thought, but we finally got both designs weeded out, and now all we gotta do is press. So let's get right to it. Making a vlog and pressing shirt. All right, y'all, so this is the final product for the bag. This is what it all looks like. Looks good to me. The vinyl called for 300 degrees for 12 seconds, so that's what we pressed it at, and it's a hot peel. So yes, we're about to move on to the front design. And this is the finished product of the front design. So we're gonna move on to the tagging and packing. Alright, so I got these little business cards with the logos. This is what we use for the tags to put in the shirts. So really all I do is I cut them down because it's kind of not centered. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not really centered. So I cut it down to center it to make sure that it's down to a nice size. And I got these off of Office Depot. So, you know, if you want to take your brand to the next level and like really just have great presentation, then I suggest you do this. Or there's another way that you can do it strictly with the Cricut. But I like to do it this way because I ain't trying to waste too much vinyl. But yeah, so we're just gonna cut this down a little bit, and then we're going to end up gluing it with some industrial strength glue. I try to cover the whole back to make sure that it really sticks and doesn't come up. I'm gonna upgrade the cards, well, the tags, because I want to add more to it. But this is my first time trying it because I seen a video on it and I was like, all right, let me try it myself. So, and I really like how it comes out. So you're gonna see the finished product. But yes, let's get to putting these cards together. Make sure that everything sticks and doesn't really come up. I mean, I know people, once they get these shirts, they're gonna just throw it away anyway, but you know, I just wanted to make sure that everything is neat and proper as it should be. All right, now the tagging gun, got it from Amazon. It was like $16. This is just all stuff that I learned. So if you're new, if you're watching and you want to start a clothing brand or anything like that, like, you know, then learn with me, because this is all a learning process. So I just want to make a little hole, and then grab the shirt. I like to really go in the right sleeve. It doesn't really matter which sleeve, that's just my preference. But take the gun, go into the sleeve of the shirt, poke it into the shirt. Once you see it through, simply just press, and then there you go, you have a shirt tag now. Now I also got this t-shirt folder because I'm not gonna lie, I be struggling trying to fold these shirts, y'all. I can't even fold my regular shirts for my laundry. But yeah, so I got this t-shirt folder because it doesn't only make everything easy, but it makes everything faster. So I just like to line it up a little bit, fold this little part, boom, boom, boom. And now you have a folded t-shirt. Now for the packing process, I got these poly mailers from Uline. I want to do like more stuff with it to make it more of a better branding kind of thing. But yeah, simply just put the shirt in, making sure that everything is neat and it doesn't look sloppy. Do that. Fold. And boom. And this is what the t-shirt looks like inside of the package. It kind of got messed up. Like, you kind of got a little bit unfolded because the package is kind of small. I do need to get some smaller packages, but this is just what I got right now. But yes, I'm probably gonna give these t-shirts away because I got like 3 other t-shirts also packaged up. I might give it away or I might not, I don't know yet. But if you're interested in buying a t-shirt or a hoodie like this one, go to my website. I'll leave the link in the description below. You know, like, we're affordable, high quality, great clothing. And yes, you know, like, don't just read the word, wear the word. But that is going to be it for today's video, for the first video on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys come along with me for this process to learn everything about how to just scale the clothing, how to scale the brand, how to reach the right people, get it in front of the right audiences, and just learn everything with me. Because again, like, I'm still fairly new to this. I know a few things from the videos that I be watching and the people that I've learned from, but I'm still new. Like, I'm still trying to learn everything. So, you know, I want to connect with different people that's already doing this or starting this as well. And, you know, like, let's just all do this. Like, let's all do what God called us to do. Let's be who he called us to be. And like I said, if you're interested in purchasing one of my products, it will be down in the description below. Don't miss out because I have so many designs that I'm coming out with. I'm not going to drop all of them just yet. You know, you're going to have to be patient. But this is the first design. This is the staple of what we're all about. And yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed. I love y'all. God bless. Stay blessed. Do everything God tells you to do. Walk in your purpose. And remember that you are made in his image. It's time.